This is Armando Cruz, creator and founder of Cruz Country Fitness and Physical Therapy. And in this video, I want you to imagine this scenario. You've just gotten out of work, it's 7 p.m. You're frustrated, you're stressed. You haven't slept well over the past 3 nights because of some projects that you've had for work. They've just been on your mind and you haven't been able to rest well. You haven't been eating well as well because of the late nights, and you're just always in meetings. You're really stressed out, frustrated, feeling overwhelmed at this point. At the flip side of that, you've also made a commitment to yourself that you were going to be healthier. And part of that is that you were going to exercise every day, no matter what. And besides, you've always heard that exercise helps to relieve stress, and you are definitely stressed. What do you do? Is this the right time to go and hammer out a workout? The answer to that is no. Most of us have been taught that exercise is a great stress reliever, and it is when your body is ready for it and depending on the type of exercise. See, in that scenario, if that person, we'll call him John. Let's say John got out of work and he felt in that same scenario. And he goes home or he goes to the gym and just totally hammers out a workout, if he can even muster up the energy to do that. Hammers out a workout that, makes him almost pass out. Most people would say, man, that was an awesome workout. I would say, you just dug your grave. Here's the thing. Your immune system is extremely compromised, and more importantly, your emotional, your spiritual, your physical, all of these areas of your body are really suffering at this point. And the best analogy I can give you is, imagine you carrying a backpack, right? And you go throughout the day, and every time you have a worry, every time you have a task, you put a rock in that book bag. Some rocks are bigger, some rocks are smaller. Now, you go and you're working with other people as well, and they have some problems, and now you're trying to help them, or you are part of their team to help solve their problem. Their problems now become rocks that you're throwing in there. And then you have, let's just say, your wife who's going through some struggle, and you're trying to console her, you're trying to help her out. Those rocks get thrown in there. And then you have your kids, and they have some issues that you're trying to help them out with, and those rocks get thrown in there. By the end of the day, that bag is full with a lot of rocks, and it weighs a ton. How energized, how excited about doing anything do you think you're going to be if you got to carry that bag around? But here's the kicker. Imagine having to do that killer workout with that bag on top of you. How well do you feel you're going to do on that workout, and how exhausted do you think you're going to feel the next day? Now the next day comes around, you've just done this killer workout with that bag you've been carrying all day, and now you got to start again, and you're throwing more rocks in there. That is the same scenario that people go through on a daily basis. And I think one of the most under talked about issues is listening to your body and understanding that harder is not better. Listening to your body is better. And I'm not saying making excuses for not going to the gym because you're too tired. That's not what I'm saying. Saying hammering out a workout is probably not the most productive thing to do with your energy at that point. What you need to do is shift your body from this survival, intense, stressed out, and overwhelmed state where you're essentially getting that bag and setting it down. That you're no longer carrying the worries, the stresses, the overwhelm, the problems of the day. Where you now have an opportunity to allow the body to regenerate, get stronger, absorb the nutrients, sleep better because you're in a better state. And for that, we're looking at things that require more breathing exercises, yoga exercises that help to slow things down. Very often, overwhelm has a feeling of things are going too fast, I can't keep up with it. Or you're thinking about future things that are going to be happening, and am I going to be able to adapt fast enough? What if you put the brakes? What if you slowed down to a point where now you could breathe? Now you had perspective. You slowed down enough that you can see what was really happening. And now you had time to take away the things that weren't absolutely necessary. Take away the things that really are not serving you, and focus on the things that should be your ultimate priority right now. What if you took that time to breathe, to internalize, and to reconnect with yourself? Not be in a million places at one time. Not be connected to your phone all the time, to your email, to your text messages. Shut that off and regain some time for yourself, some quiet time to regenerate, to feel better, to power up before you go ahead and you go to the next thing. So meditation, some yoga, some light movement exercises, breathing exercises. Water is very calming. So being in the pool, being in a jacuzzi, just allowing your body time to be without digging it deeper, deeper, deeper into a more stressed out and more toxic environment. So again, how do you know when is the right time to push? Well, if you're feeling that overwhelmed, that frustrated, that is definitely not the time. When you're feeling good, you're feeling energized, or you're feeling a little bit tired, but it's not of overwhelm. It could be, hey, I didn't get enough sleep here, or I'm just a little bit tired. It's been a long day. But you're not on the back end feeling overwhelmed. Then I would say, yeah, you know what? Test it out. Test it out. Go a little bit harder on that day. Every day doesn't have to be hard. In fact, I've created and I've delivered many programs where clients, the only thing that they have to do is meditate, walk, breathe, and journal. And the transformation in their happiness, in their energy levels, even their ability to lose weight dramatically shifts just because they've allowed their body to breathe, to connect with itself again, and then move forward. I hope this has been helpful. This has been Armando Cruz. I'm looking forward to serving you and helping you in any way I can. I'll see you on the next video.